Welcome to episode 3. If you followed our Dart lesson, you now have the tools to manage data. But how does that data become a visible app? The answer is widgets. In Flutter, the phrase is everything is a widget. A button is a widget. The text on the button is a widget. The spacing around the button is a widget. And even the entire screen is a widget. They are the basic building blocks you snap together to create your UI. Widgets are classes. This is the most important concept to carry over from our Dart lesson. Every widget is a Dart class. Just like we define the properties for our user class, the text class contains properties like font size and color. When you write text hello, you are using a constructor to create a text object, which is a widget ready to be placed on the screen. The widget tree. Because widgets are just nested classes, they form a structure called the widget tree. Look at this diagram. Every widget is a parent that contains one or more children. The scaffold widget is the parent that provides basic screen structure. It holds a center widget, which in turn holds a text widget that you might want centered on the screen. Stateful and stateless widgets. The next crucial distinction divides all widgets into two family classes: stateless widgets and stateful widgets. Stateless widgets are static or immutable widgets. Stateful widgets are dynamic or mutable. Let's see what that means. Stateless widgets can never be changed once they're built. So once a program runs, the stateless widget structure will never be changed throughout its life. Stateful widgets can be changed based on the user's input, and stateful widgets are the dynamic elements of your screen that change over the course of time. Stateless widgets are perfect for things like company logo, a copyright notice, or a fixed title. Stateful widgets can change on user input, like when you tap a button or when data arrives from the internet. This changing is what we call a state. Let's look at stateless widgets first. Let's look at its simple structure. A stateless widget extends the base stateless widget class, and its only job is to provide one function, the build method. The build method is where the magic happens. It tells Flutter what to draw on the screen. Since the data given to it is a stateless widget, which is fixed, the build method always returns the exact same UI. This makes them highly efficient because the UI does not have to change multiple times throughout the program. It is declared at the start of the program and remains the same throughout the program. Let's look at stateful widgets. Stateful widget is a more complex widget because it comes in a pair. The main stateful widget itself is static. It's just a shell widget. It delegates the responsibility for managing the mutable or changing data to a separate companion class called the state class. This state class holds changing variables like our counter variables or changing weather conditions. Whenever the state changes, only the state class rebuilds its part of the UI. Remember this: the widget is the static container, and the state is the mutable data. That was all for this episode. It was a very short episode, but very crucial to move forward with Flutter app development. We've covered the fundamentals. Widgets are nested classes that form the widget tree. We use stateless widget for static UI and stateful widget for dynamic UI. Now that we know what widgets are, where do they live, next time we shall jump into Android Studio to explore default project structure and figure out where all these files go. See you in episode 4.